So I haven't decided if I was going to record this or not, but I'll start. If it doesn't turn out, then I'll just delete the sound. So I've threaded a needle with embroidery floss, and I've used the 6 strands. I don't normally use 6 strands for embroidering, but for these hearts I did, and I just tied a knot in one end. Okay, so to do the blanket stitch, I'm just going to come up from the back. I've gone maybe 1.5 centimeters in there, and maybe 1 centimeter into the harp. So I pull up, and then I'm just going to go up around from the back again, and I'm going to find that hole, pretty much, doesn't have to be perfect, and I'm just going to pull that loop, so there's a little bit of a loop there, and I'm going to put the needle through the loop and carefully pull on that. Okay, so now I've got my first little stitch. Then I'm going to come up maybe about another centimeter, if you can see that, and I'm just going to pull, and I'm going to put the needle through that loop and pull. Okay, so this first stitch doesn't look that great, but if you pull on it, you'll see it will make a little blanket stitch. So I'm just going to try and hold that stitch a little bit with my fingers, and then I'm going to make another stitch about 1 centimeter away, and I'm going to put my needle through again and pull. Okay, so I've got another stitch, and then I'll hold that stitch with my thumb and my finger, and then I'm going to do another centimeter, and pull just until I've got this little bit of a loop, and put my needle through the loop. As you go around the heart curves, it's a little funny. Just eyeball it. Pull it a little bit taut. So keep going around. once you get to the edge, it's a little tricky, but I do another stitch. You'll see I try and make it straight up and down. And I've tried it a couple of different ways to finish it off, but I think the best way that I've decided is just to do another stitch over what you had before. It's a little bulky, but I think it looks okay. Okay. And then what I do is I flip it over and I go to the back and I just sew into the back a little bit, and I sew into the back a little bit more, and then I'll just do a little knot. I'll sew in the back. Then I just clip it. It's a little bit messy. You shouldn't really have knots in the back of your embroideries, but we're not being too picky. Okay. And that's it.